Violators Unlimited Apparel. We got authentic snapback baseball hats and knit hats, t-shirts, baseball tees, jersey, thermals, pullover hoodies, and more. Dozens of styles and colors to choose from. We got your size, small to 6XL for men and women. Shop with us online at Violators Unlimited Biz. For more info, call 917-327-4600 or go to violatorsunlimitedapparel@gmail.com.
Yo, what up? Happy Saturday, brother.
What's up, Ali?
What's going on?
I forgot what you look like, bro. I see you, man.
I miss you too. But happy Saturday, y'all. We back once again.
Sábado feliz. Yes.
Say it again, bro.
Sábado feliz.
That's that Rosetta Stone shit.
You already know. That's happy Saturday for everybody that don't know in Spanish. This is what we do on the Violators Unlimited radio show.
Yes, sir. I'm Chris Ali.
And I am Sneaky D, and this is what we do every Saturday from 3 to 5 p.m. on iAccess Radio. That's www.iaccessradio.com. That's www.iaccessradio.com. Log in and tune in because we are live, not now.
Right now.
That's right. And for some strange, stupid, crazy reason, you don't want to see these handsome faces. You know we look good. So you could go and check this out on the app. It's called the TuneIn app. Check us out there, the TuneIn app. And on that TuneIn app, you go to the Free Agent Radio. That's FreeAgentradio. Guess what? Special shout out to our boy DJ Cam. Cam. And then shout out to our other brother Stephen Craig, the man with two first names.
Woo.
Strange. Yeah, watch that.
So what up, bro?
What's up with you?
How they gonna get in touch with us? They ain't got a number to call?
Yeah, they got this number. They call in with us so they can holler at us.
What's the number?
What's the number? 347-708-0216.
What's it again?
347-708-0216. Yes, we are official tissue.
Word up.
Yeah, so what's going on with you, bro?
Oh, man, just chilling.
Yeah, today's going to be a special day.
Why is that?
Because we got this dude. His name is the Coolest Legend.
Coolest Legend?
Yeah, you heard of him?
I don't know.
For some reason, this dude, they call him a bum.
Is it spelled with a C or a K?
I think it's a K.
Oh.
I think it's a K.
There's only one person I knew that used a K in his Cool Legend name.
Yeah?
Who's that?
There's some dude. I just know he's the coolest day, but they call him a bum.
Oh, they call him a bum?
Yeah.
And he's the man of the poo-poo juice?
Yeah, that poo-poo juice. You already know. Myers rum and pineapple. He'll probably tell you about that when he get up on here. Right?
So who's that?
It's this dude. His name is the Coolest Legend. He is one of the most humble people you will ever meet in life. He is one of the greatest dudes out here. His name is Kool DJ Red Alert.
That's right. That's our brother.
Yep.
And he's been doing this thing for 35 years. So when we come back, the next voice you hear on this, or see, matter of fact, because we're doing both, right?
Yeah, we doing both.
Hear him and see him.
That's right.
Live when we come back.
We back one more time and again. Violators Unlimited Radio Show. Here we go.
Happy Saturday to you once again.
Happy Saturday, man. Y'all just don't understand what we have in store for you right now.
I know we got that bum over here. Look at him.
We got him.
Look at him.
I don't know why is he.
You seem like he's thinking.
Yeah. He don't never think.
I don't know. 35 years of thinking.
Yeah, 35 years.
35 years of thinking.
This bum always thinking about something.
Word up. I call him Afro, you call him Bum.
Yeah.
But his real name is what?
The Coolest Legend, Kool DJ Red Alert is with us. 35 years this month. This man has been doing it on the radio. Let's go. Give my hand. Hey! What's going on, yo bum?
What up, Red?
Like they say in the commercial, what's up?
What's
going on, yo?
Everything is good.
What's happening? What's the deal? What is it about?
You tell me. We should have bought you a cake. But y'all don't know how to cook.
Yeah,
but you know what?
No, I could cook, but I just don't know how to bake.
Huh?
I don't know how to bake.
You don't know how to
I'm
bake?
not the baker.
Okay, you better ask Betty Crocker. I'll tell you that much. Yeah.
For real.
Pleasure being here with y'all, man, because, I mean, y'all are my brothers.
Yeah.
You know, we do have history.
Yes.
And it's only right for me to be here to go on with we're going to provide right now, right here.
Right. That's right.
Let's do it.
Let's do this, man.
Yeah.
First of all, we want to say congratulations once again for
Thank you.
35 years.
Thank
That
you.
is something that longevity.
Who would ever expect, you know?
Right.
I guess when, you know, you're just so busy intertwined with what you're doing and just going forth, you don't think about the amount of time. You're just busy doing it.
Right.
You know, having a passion and having fun, just keep going.
Man.
That's it.
So it wasn't like really like a job to you. It was just having fun, having passion.
You don't think of it as a job because, you know, like I always say in the beginning, you take it as a hobby. You see that you can earn a little living off of it, so it become a hustle. And then when by the time, you know, you see that you're established, it become as a job, you just got to learn how to handle it.
That's true, too. Because then you said it was a hobby, but you enjoyed doing what you do.
Yeah, definitely.
So while you enjoying it, that's what make the time go. Because you're like, yeah, you know what? I love going to work.
Mm-hmm.
So now you going to work, like, yeah, I'm about to get on air. You've been on air everywhere.
Yeah, it's a shame, right?
Yeah, savoir faire.
Savoir faire is everywhere, right?
But it's a pleasure doing this because I look at it this way, man. There's a lot of people I know that have a career in all different fields of what it is in sports, entertainment, industrial. Even some people enjoy doing the politics. But, you know, it's the passion, it's the drive to keep you going. That's what I'm looking upon, what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But
That's it.
Red, when you first started on radio, there was someone there in your spot before
Yes.
you came onto the radio.
Yes,
And
uh-huh.
how that worked out.
Well, let me go to beginning stages. You know, I used to be down with my man Africa Islam,
Mm-hmm.
or the Almighty Universal Zulu Nation.
Shout
We
out.
all have something in common as far as that concerned.
Yes.
And he had a show called Zulu Beats.
Right.
Mhm.
It used to be on the independent station in New York City, 105.9 WHBI.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the birth for hip hop radio really come from. Rest in peace, my man, Super Rock and Mr. Magic.
Mm-hmm.
So then afterwards, that's when a guy by the name of Barry Mayo took interest about picking that up and bringing it over to the major station, 98.7 KISS FM. The first person they went after was Africa Islam. He missed a couple of appointments, so they went after my cousin, the original DJ Jazzy J.
Right.
And he did it for a couple of months. But for them couple of months that he did it, he didn't realize that, you know, it was raising his platform as far as his presence, his name, his reputation, what he's doing, where he can get some work, some studio time in, but they wasn't paying him yet.
Right.
So he passed it up, and that's when they went after me.
Mm.
And I started in October 1983.
Wow. October 1983.
1983.
Where was I in October 1983?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not my business.
You want to know? I'll tell you.
Hey,
He was
meanwhile,
He was a junior in high school.
Exactly. I was in 118. Shout out to William Niles.
all right?
I got kicked out.
Yeah, so, you know, from 1983, that's when I did it for the first 3 months with no pay, October, November, December.
Right.
And then on the top of 1984, I started getting paid, but I was getting paid way less.
Right.
But I didn't think about that because I had learned to utilize my presence on the air for outside work.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did. So I was getting me gigs, getting me some studio work, a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Because, you know, your name was being raised.
Right, because everybody's starting to hear you on the air. So
Right.
they're like, ooh, who is this person?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if he comes to my spot, he might bring some people there.
Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take a quick break and come back to that because we're going to talk about all the parties that you did in New York City besides doing the radio show.
Okay.
Besides other artists that you helped get on
Okay.
the radio. So we're going to come back. We're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back with stuff that you did with people. And people also with your family members that came up under us,
Yep.
under the Jungle Brothers that we're going to talk about. So we're
All
going to
right.
come back
Yeah.
to y'all in a quick break
We'll
after
be
this.
right back, yo.
I am, right? I'm a bum. Y'all don't know what BUM stand for? Black Ultimate Man. This is Kool DJ Violators from New York City. Right up in your neighborhood. Checking out Rap City. You know what I'm saying? Rap City.
Bond ain't down with us. One. Magic ain't down with us.
This is what we do. Nice, easy, and smooth, okay? Right here, 98.7 Kiss FM. Kool, the DJ, the Violators. Got a little round transverse right there, okay? Gotta get a little easy. I take you high, I take you home. I take you fast, I take you slow, okay? Meanwhile, check out the sound.
My name is Derek, and if I didn't mention D-Nice, it's just a description. It describes the kid on the mic. I'm the TI-808, but just call me D-Nice.
This way is going down right here, okay? Kool, the DJ, the Violators. Everyday weekend, making it happen, 98.7 Kiss. I'm back home, alright? Go play some info right now.
My name is D-Nice.
You're never gonna get it.
That's the way it's going down, right?
No, you're never gonna get it. No, you're never gonna get it.
Yeah, what up?
Woo!
So, Red, we was just talking about all the stuff that you have done in the city besides the radio.
Right.
You've been on for 35 years. You also had help. We're going to talk about the artists that you have helped and worked with throughout the years.
Okay. The artists I work with, I remember being involved with a young lady by the name of Sparky D. Because during the Roxanne era, you know, you had UTFO that formulated the song Roxanne. Then who come answer them was a girl by the name of Roxanne Shante, produced by Marley Marr. And then you had the artist named The Real Roxanne. But there was somebody that was going after Roxanne Shante, and that was Sparky D. I'm going to tell you how that went about. I used to hang out down at Russell Simmons' office, Rush Production. Big up to my man Russell Simmons. And here it is. At the same time I was hanging down there, here come two artists come walking through the door. One by the name of Spider D, the other is Sparky D.
Wow.
Spider came and said, yo, we just finished doing this recording in the studio.
Right.
And they gave it to Russell. He popped, you know, right there, and the box is right there for him to pop the tape in. Listen to it like, oh, damn. This is hot. We need to jump on this because, you know, the Roxanne era was so crazy at that time.
Right.
So then they say, well, yo, let's work on this. She said, yeah, but I don't have a DJ. Turned around, looked at me. She said, you want to be my DJ? Happened to be at the right place at the right time. I said, let's go.
Look at that.
And I started working with her.
The night when you got in the crib.
After that, then who also I got involved with was Boogie Down Production. Rest in peace, my man Scott LaRock, who I knew for a long period of time.
Right.
As they gave me their first tape. Well, not tape, but you know, like a hard plate, which is called acid tape, which is a record, and I played it on the radio.
I want y'all to listen to my dad, DJ Violators. Yes.
And then after that, I started having affiliation to all other different artists. So, you know, I always kept myself in the mix with different people. Black Rock and Ron, Ultramagnetic.
Shout out to Black Rock and Ron.
Who else I could say? Got real close with Mark the 45 King, that he introduced a lot of different artists of the Flavor Unit, like Kim Shabazz, La T, Chill Rob G, and here come the lady by the name of Queen Latifah.
The Queen.
We used to drink 40s with you.
That's right. We used to drink 40s.
And then, you know, after being involved with Mark the 45 King, who come rising up is my nephew and his people.
Who's
Mike
the nephew?
G. Mike G of the Jungle Brothers.
Wow.
I remember he was going to Mary Bertram High School, and he would say, yo, man, we want to do a record. We want to do a record. He said, all right, you sure? I wasn't sure they was ready.
Right.
By that time, my man Tony D, that had a group called Bad Boys and made Inspector Gadget, he had to just say, I just built a studio. I said, okay, right time. Yo, Mike, you and your people go ahead and do that studio way out there in Coney Island. Y'all go ahead and do a recording. And one thing led to another, and they formulate this up as the Jungle Brothers.
Wow.
That was Mike G, At one time, he called himself Shazam and then changed it to Africa. And my man, Sweet Daddy Sammy B.
Sweet Dad.
And that's what it is. So at the same time when they came up, who was right along with them at the same time coming out? De La Soul.
Mm-hmm.
When De La Soul and them, so they had the same type of vibe, you know, they started joining, you know, becoming like a partnership in a sense. And who was coming later on? Q-Tip. Q-Tip was coming, got down with one of the cuts that was on Jungle Brothers album called The Promo, which was actually a promo on my show.
Right.
Here we go. And behind that, you know, one thing led to another. They were shopping around for a deal. Here you got Ali Shaheen, right along with Phife Dawg, rest in peace, and Jarobi, and they formed Tribe Called Quest. So every time I was being attached with different people, and then who also came along with me, I used to play his promo that turned into a song, my man Fat Joe.
Yeah.
You know, same thing with Chi Ali. I mean, the list is long with so many people that I was always in association with, you know. But I gotta say, all branched from my radio show. Because my radio show, I tried to implement all different type of features. It's more than just music.
Right.
I tried to implement different promos that made people out of characters like my man 190.
Shout out to 190.
But you know what? We're going to come back to that because we had a couple of promos on your show.
I was about to say that, so let's come back on that.
We had a couple of promos on the
show.
Did
we?
Who's Jimmy? Who's Jimmy?
Hey, yo, I got the tapes.
We're going to come back to that.
I got the tapes.
We're going to come back to that because our promos was hitting. Because we almost got a record deal off of that.
That's right.
So we come back to
We're
in a
going to
minute.
talk about that record deal.
I got the tapes.
We're going to come back to it, right? Right, Red? You got the tapes. We almost had a deal. We see you in a minute.
That's right. We want our deal back. We be back.
We be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sounds you're about to hear is from Kool DJ Red Alert on 98.7 Kiss FM. Hey, Daddy, start it off like this.
You're listening to New York's #1 radio station and New York's #1 DJ, Kool DJ Red Alert.
Yes, welcome back, y'all. We here with
Happy
the coolest
Saturday,
legend. Happy Saturday.
Word up.
Yo, he's a bum.
He's a bum.
Now, he's giving out some information.
I know.
What I don't even want to know what tapes he got, so I'm not even gonna go there.
Listen, he probably can't even find them. Because remember when we went to his closet?
Yeah.
There was some old stuff in that
he got
closet.
some stuff. You know what? We need to go.
We need to go back to that closet.
Exactly, and bring it out just in case. Because he got some
old stuff in the closet.
Exactly.
So what about those promos, Red?
About them promos, yeah. First and foremost, big up to my son Rob. Rob was an intricate part of my show. Know why? Because I used to have
the first promo, right?
Huh?
He was the first promo, wasn't he?
My daddy gets busy. Yeah, I mean, I was the first one actually, because I put a slogan on there that to this day everybody still use that.
What's that slogan?
Yes.
That's right.
So after that, that's when I went after got my son, and I got that idea from Ken Spiderweb.
Okay.
Because Ken Spiderweb, when he was on the radio, he used to have his kids on there.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So I said, I'm gonna follow the same thing. So I would go ahead and get my son to do certain things, and I know that will lead people his age bracket, kids to listen.
Right.
And then the elders, they'd be like, oh, that's cool,
Mm-hmm.
So that's what. But on down to y'all.
What are you talking about?
Y'all, U2 plus Big Rod, Hands, and rest in peace, Baby Chris.
Right.
I got y'all to go ahead and do some promos.
You did, huh?
Yeah,
What promos are that?
quite a few of them.
What are you talking about?
Here we go. There was one promo I'm gonna tell y'all. There's a lady that she's still on the radio. Respect to my girl Ann Tripp.
Ann Tripp.
Here it is that.
You used to walk around the station with no shoes on.
No shoes on,
No
very
shoes.
comfortable, but don't take no mess.
Nope.
No, straight up Brooklyn. So here it is. The idea was to do a promo about Jimmy that came right behind the song Jimmy by the Jungle Brothers. So here it is. They were all questioning like, yo, have you seen Jimmy? Who's Jimmy? Jimmy? So then they asked us to come to the party saying, who's Jimmy? And my man JT was doing production at the time. He echoed, who's Jimmy? Who's Jimmy? Who's Jimmy? Dun, dun, Jimbrowski, the Violators. Remember that?
Yeah.
I got the tape.
Now here we have a theory that makes me kind of weary. It's a humorous matter that makes my eyes teary. Jimbrowski. Yeah, that's what they call it. The thing's so big you need a U-Haul to haul it. It's up on the tip. It's up on the top. This flamboyant thing cannot be stopped. Jimbrowski. That's what it is. Word up.
I remember.
But they did a couple other different promos
Yeah,
besides that. But I'm saying that was a big part of my show, having certain songs, certain mixes, certain promos, promo songs, a little bit of all
Let me
that.
ask you a quick question. Was it a couple of artists that gave you promos before they even got hit songs?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying my man Fat Joe,
Right, Fat
he
Joe.
gave me a promo, and I played it all the time. And that promo that he gave me turned into his first song, Flow Joe.
Closure.
You got a flow, Joe.
Yep. And also Chi Ali,
Yeah.
he did a promo. Miss Jones did a promo
Yeah.
right along with Ron G. Red Alert is on the air.
Yeah,
Ron G
yeah,
got the
yeah.
fat beat. There's quite a few people, even some popular people that was known later on down the road. Kid Capri did some promos for me.
yeah, that's right.
So many. Over the 35 years, you come across so many different people. People was coming in town and dropping Flavor Flav did promos for me. I mean, the list is long. But what I also was doing, I was handpicking the songs for Meter program.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know a lot of record companies many a time need to play this, need to play that. I was always honest.
Oh.
If I like it,
Yeah, we know
Right.
about that.
Well,
I play it.
and if you didn't like it,
Frisbee.
Frisbee.
but you know what? We're going to come back to that Frisbee because he said somebody's song was a Frisbee.
Yep.
And when you seen him,
You changed
You
up.
changed up
You
on that
played
one.
that joint like 20 times in one night.
So we and his name was Shazam. So we're going to come back on that one and see what he got to talk about.
Wait
that
till
one.
you hear about this story. Hold up. We be back.
Coast, you from Miami, you from Canada, you from overseas. The records is good, I'ma play them.
There it is.
It don't matter where you're from, it's where you at.
That's why I'm trying.
This where it's at.
I want to get an open explanation.
Yeah, because a lot of people trying to compete this side against this side. We all doing the same thing.
Kind of, we all on the same side.
I look at it this way. The Rappin' Duke, I got it from LA. PSK, but doesn't mean Schoolie D, I got it from Philly.
Yeah.
Let me see, what else did I get? I just got a whole lot. Who's this?
The DOC.
The DLC. Like the way this going down?
Yeah, I love the way that's going
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
You're Red.
What's up?
You got a part in this new Dougie Fresh video we about to get into, right?
I try and stay away from video.
Okay, I'm loosening up now, Jimmy. Jimmy.
What time is it?
It's time for DJ Red Alert. DJ Red Alert. Who's singing this?
Total control.
Yes, friends, we're back again, the one and only I'm singers, combining rap and singing and bringing words to swingers about a show that flows for 3 hours you can't miss. On 98.7 Kids. From 9 to 10 to 11 and 12 as well, and the prop master said the rock faster, so there's no telling where his skill and trade will take him and elevate him, either red or the phonies. Now that's the only ultimatum for a Saturday night radio show to rock you. Then to top it all up, we got Fridays locked too. So before you throw your towel in and
The Kool, the DJ, the Red Alert. I want to give y'all something right here. Show this. I know some people like, what the heck is Red showing right here? Some may know, some may not know. Before it came into the digital world, this is the actual fact of how things was being recorded. It came in different sizes. It came bigger than this when it came to recording music, making records, making songs, to even just recording at places such as the radio station, in the clubs, as well as home. This is considered reel-to-reel. Reel-to-reel, it could be, this right here could average about maybe 60 to 90 minutes, according to what the length the reel is. And sometimes, according to the speed, how it runs on the machine, the reel-to-reel machine. Will you believe, honestly, when I started on 98.7 KISS FM, this is what I started on. When I was on late night from 11 p.m. to 2 in the morning, I was on this.
Yo, we back. Yo, we back.
Word up. So you were saying a lot of record companies came to you giving records that you wanted to play, right?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
No, it was the artists themselves, themselves, or it was the companies.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's two different artists I want to talk about.
All right.
So it was an artist that came out of Queens.
All right.
Called the Afros.
Afros.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
How was their
Oh,
record?
Lord have mercy.
I didn't care for it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't care for it.
And Jay's, because you and Jay was cool as DJs.
Yeah, rest in peace, Jam Master Jay.
As DJs.
Yeah, as DJs, fellow hip hop, artists and DJs compare. But I always say one thing don't have nothing to do with the other. It could be my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Your record don't sound good, I'm not playing it. You could be my worst enemy. The record sound good, I'm gonna play. A lot of people don't understand. One thing don't have nothing to do with the other. I'm going according to what I feel sound good for my show.
Right.
That's the way I took it in consideration. Just like here it is. When I went overseas that year and I came across my man Jazzy B, and he gave me the test presses, keep on moving by soul to soul.
Exactly.
I brought it right on back. Doing like that. I went after what I believed in. That's what it was.
Exactly. It's a feeling for you.
I had to feel it.
Because, wait, hold on. Before you do that,
okay.
Because of you not liking Afro song, they had beef with us.
And it didn't even have to go in that order.
We had a whole lot of barbecues with Afros.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, big up to all of them for the Afros,
DJ Hurricane,
respect to all y'all.
All day.
But it's just that, hey, I didn't care for it. I didn't play it. So, of course, I had a lot of people that was, despise me upon certain things they want me to program. But listen here, I got to cover and protect what I feel is right for my show. Because if I don't have my show up to par.
So, let's ask this question.
With you saying that,
you had somebody who approached you one time when we was with you.
Yeah.
In Orlando,
Florida.
He was like 7'5".
Yeah, his name was Shazam too.
Yeah. Bring up to my man Howard Ringer, bringing us down there. A place called Heroes. Yeah.
And that was one of our heroes that stepped to you.
Yeah.
7'5" and said, "Red, are you playing my joint?"
He's actually 7'2".
Yeah, he's 7'2", 350, something like that.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, solid.
So how do you think about his record?
Well, in the beginning, I didn't care. I didn't care for the record. But it sounded okay. So I had it in light rotation.
Light rotation.
This is light.
Very light rotation.
Once a month you might hear it.
Right? What about once a month?
Every 2-3 weeks.
Okay. So after you seen him.
After I seen him, I like, let me put this play a little bit more.
Wait,
add a little more to it.
Tell a story. Special shout out to Shaquille O'Neal. Tell the story, Red.
So here it is, the Orlando Magic used to always come hanging out at a place called Heroes. Because one of the Cold War players that was in association with Orlando Magic, his name was Jerry Ice Reynolds. That was his club.
Right.
So here come the team. So here comes Shaq. Shaq was so big that here it is that, in order for you to see the booth, you had to look up and look in. Him, he just walked right up and he just looked down. So then when I came out, I said, what's up to him? Right in front of these guys. He said, yo, man, you like my record? I looked up and I like, yeah, I like the record. I like the record.
And just a little while ago, we said, yo, you like the record? He's like, no, it's Frisbee.
Frisbee. It's like
now, all of a sudden, he liked the record.
But I was playing it already.
Listen,
from the beginning.
Shaq went to his stand. He did that kung fu fighting stand. You like my record, Red?
Yeah.
Listen, yes, master.
Yeah. And I had all the chairs ready to throw at him just in case.
So remember, he said he put it in light rotation.
Right.
It was once every 2 or 3 weeks.
Every 2-3 weeks, yeah.
Right. So then what happened after that? How many times you played it?
Because his popularity gained. As his popularity gained.
His popularity.
I had people was asking for it, and I was already playing. I said, let me add a little more to it. No favoritism, just plain being, you know
what?
The strategy.
We're gonna find out how many stations you played it on when we come back. That's what we're gonna do.
We'll be right back.
Right back because we're gonna find out how many stations he played it on.
Strategic mind.
I'm getting too old for this.
We be back.
You can't stop it, block it when I drop it. Anytime I go rhyme for.
Controlled by Gamma like 98.7. Kiss upon the label that he's holding beside a wooden table. I'm able to MC by testing musically through a caliber around the range and berate me as the artist and composer. The style I have supposed to be made for soft dunks and pushed by bulldozer to the side. Words glide from me and then collide like a demolition derby. Punks I will be smashing with a sign to amuse. Words will keep on flashing very hazardous vocab. And preaching Kool keep giving bang.
Now with the temperature rising, the beat is just driving. The rapping on the mic is fully emphasizing. Red alert goes berserk, make you jump and jump. Hydro playing, relaying, decaying, and it works every second, captivating your mind, body, and soul as the chairman of the board. Hip hop and just totally set to protect for right. A Duracell, every sucker in the way, north, south, and east and west. Best radius remains.
Yo. Oh man, we back again with this crazy interview with this bum. What's this dude? This dude got nothing but stories. He started out 35 years on the radio, but he's been around a little bit longer. But he's gonna talk about some other stuff. This man here.
Because we was talking before we went to break that he was playing things on rotation, right?
Right, yeah, rotation.
So rotation, not rotating, but rotation.
Rotation, yeah, exactly.
That's the terminology for radio, everybody. You know, a lot of people don't understand what they mean.
Thank you, Mr. Educator.
You know?
Thank you
very much. Yeah, some people go to school, some people go by the school. I'm telling you from the school. That's it. That's all what it is.
Since you brought that up, because I went to a couple of schools.
Oh, yeah?
How many stations have you been on?
Yeah.
Well, listen here.
Exactly.
I went to the main school, Sidewalk High.
Oh,
Street
man.
University.
You graduated?
I'm still here. No, the first station I got to say I was on with Africa Islam Independent Station 105.9 WHBI, where hip hop radio started. Rest in peace, Mr. Magic.
Right.
Then I got picked up at 98.7 Kiss FM.
Right.
After 11-year stretch, then I wound up being at Hot 97.
Wow.
From Hot 97, came back to Kiss FM for about maybe a year or two. From there, I went to Power 105. Power 105, and then from Power 105 for 5 years, I came back to Kiss FM for the final time before they closed down.
Right.
Now I'm at the station that a lot of people never thought I would wind up being at. and that's WBLS. And guess what? That was my rival at one time.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of people who was looking upon the battles it was when I was on 98.7 Kiss FM, and who was on the rival station BLS was Super Rockin' Mr. Magic, right along with Marley Marr, Fly Tie, and the Juice Crew and all that. You know, and also on the outside, I was doing radio down in Atlanta, Georgia. I was doing a station called 102.5 Grown Folks Radio that turned into Magic 107.5, 97.5.
Right.
And I also got involved with Sirius Satellite Radio when they first launched. Got involved with doing a couple of different channels on there. And I was sending mixes to a radio station down there in St. Martin's on the islands. So I was trying
It's
to
a man with many jobs.
Yeah, many jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And since you brought that up, your nationality is what?
Antigua. I'm from Antigua. You know, coming up under my grandparents. Really, I'm all mixed up. I'm going to tell you why.
We already know that.
Yeah. Lord of mercy, we know you.
On my mother's side, Antigua. All right, which I was raised by my grandparents. Rest in peace to Mr. and Mrs. Johnson. All right. On my father's side, you might as well say Creole because my last name is spelled French, and that's where my father's side from down in New Orleans area. So I'm all mixed up, and I've learned that both my grandmothers have red hair.
Wow.
Which is why I came up with that red hair. Yeah.
Confucius say.
I wonder if you take that hat off, what color it would be right now?
Hey, listen here, don't worry about that. Well, I used to be a skinny guy with a big old red afro.
Before you do that, rest in peace to moms.
Rest in peace to moms.
Yeah, because she brought something to our attention because we were doing something that was kind of weak that she said.
First of all, I want to say this. That lady right there is really the head of everything that involve us. Not only as
Absolutely.
Kool DJ Red Alert, but also the Violators, the Native Tongue. I mean, the list is long.
Everybody knows her.
Everybody knows her. It came to a point that, you had to address her upon whatever you was doing, whatever was going on, and she made sure that, you was well kept. There was times when everybody was like, so late at night, where you going? You ain't going to get on that couch, go lay down. That's how she was open arms to everybody. Respect on that, moms.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
But when she
113th Street, the window.
Yeah.
You know what we're talking about.
Yep, exactly.
Window, when you came to the window, only thing I had to do was she opened up the shade and said, "Hey, baby."
Yep. And if you and her was real good, she'd tell you what she need from the store or what number you need to play.
Now keep in mind, she was only 5.5 feet.
Yes.
But she was gangster.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway.
I have the right to say that as my mother. She was gangster.
Yeah,
right?
she sure was.
No,
definitely.
she ain't take no.
Nah.
No, but
she actually told us how to what? Drink.
Yes. She told us how to drink, man. I mean, we used to drink this thing called Bacardi.
Bacardi, yeah.
It was kind of weak. So we came in the house and we had this Bacardi. She was like, "What is that?" So
here it is that if it was either Bacardi or Coke, or we used to have in a place called Latin Quarter, used to have the rum punch.
Right.
So here it is when Mom said, "You all drinking? What you drink?" I said, "Bacardi." She said, "Oh, that's that cheap stuff." I said, "What you talking about, Mom?" Because I'm thinking I'm hip and everything now. I'm drinking.
Rum punch.
That's that cheap stuff. You want to get something, get the best. I said, "What is that?" Myers rum. The hell is Myers rum? So I went ahead and tried it. So when I went and tried it for the first time, Myers and Coke, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and tried it with cranberry juice. I like, this is cool. So I introduced it to the fellas. I said, this came from Mom. So they started getting involved with it until this guy came with the idea to change the juice.
I did?
Oh, now see, now you got amnesia now.
It took a light-skinned guy.
A light-skinned guy to put a light-skinned juice in the mix.
Yeah.
I added pineapple juice to it, and then all of a sudden it was called what?
Poo juice.
Woo!
Big up to my man Big Rod. He used to always sell around saying,
poo. Big Rod.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now that's our drink. We still drink it today.
That's right.
Myers rum and pineapple juice.
Yeah, God
if
bless.
you run out of pineapple juice, you can use cranberry. But we would rather the pineapple. Shout out to our boys Greg Dent and Bobby Bobby, what's
DJ Assassin.
Yeah, DJ Assassin. That's what I was looking. I couldn't remember the Assassin.
Mm-hmm. DJ Assassin.
Yeah.
Of course, they kind of bring that idea to Pineapple Truth.
Exactly. North Carolina, North Cackalack, as they used to say.
Right. So that's how it was at that time. Now, let me tell you about the terminology of bum.
Uh-oh.
Here it is. We was hanging out at a spot out in Queens. It was an outdoor event.
I want to hear this.
So if we was outside in Queens, here it is. Rob, you would say, yo, where Ali at? Where you at? Ali way in the side, laying out on the bench with his foot up on the bench. And then here go Rod say, look at him, just like a bum. Look at him, just like a bum. So turn around, we started taking that terminology and calling each other a bum. I took it to another level. I said, yeah, the bum. But I used that in a different form. A lot of people didn't understand because I used to go around calling people bums. Yo, man, I ain't no bum. You're a bum, man. Do you know what bum stand for? B-U-M. Black Ultimate Man. Once I said that, yeah, I'm a bum. I'm a bum. So we had all different type of terms we used to say. Bum. Yeah. I used to call myself the prop master.
Yeah.
I got that from because everybody used to go around saying, yo, you get your props, you get your props. So I say, yo, props, you know. Then before you know, we turned to prop master.
Yeah.
I was one time calling my man Tuffy from Video Music Box, Uncle Tuffy. Then Uncle Luke, Uncle Ralph. Before everybody was saying to me, Uncle Red. Yeah. So, you know, whatever you was putting out, it was coming back in return to utilize it as a title, as a, you know, a name.
Right, and as being an uncle in this game, that means you're an OG and people has a lot of respect for you. So if anybody call you Uncle Red or Uncle Ralph, or things like that, Uncle Luke, that means they got a lot of respect for you. Right. That's why you got that name. You ain't call me Uncle yet. Hell no, Papa.
I also respect my man LL Cool J. They call him Uncle L, and my man Snoop, they call him Uncle Snoop. You know.
Yeah.
You know, because you even hear Snoop sometimes say, "What's up, nephew?"
Yep.
But you know, the biggest thing that we want to come back to, because at one time, you was the hottest DJ doing the circuit parties around the city. Every club had to get you, but you had a couple of clubs that was famous for you being in them.
Right.
So we're gonna come back to that.
And we did, and also when we do that, before we go, you gotta tell us how we started.
We'll be back.
That's the scary part. That's where the clubs come in at.
That's the scary part.
We'll be back.
I want you, I like to introduce myself. My name is Bismarck, and this is TJ Swan. One, you can't resist, cause we are rocking on 98.7 Kiss. I DJ, you will like, he always go berserk. His name is Red Alert, and he can rock.
I'd like to introduce to Rockin' MC Swan and Bismarcky. Marky is rockin' at a party, shocking everybody red. DJ people can't resist, cause you're all 98.7 Kiss. You're number one on the list, and we're rockin' at a party, shocking everybody red. You know you are number one. You play that music that's fresh and so much fun. Oh yes, Fred, you're number one, you're number one, and we're rockin' at a party, fucking everybody red.
We back. Violators Unlimited show. This is what we do. My name is Daryl, aka Sneaky D, the light skinned wonder of the world. What's your name, bro?
Why you gotta be the light skinned wonder of the world?
Because nobody's repping light skin harder since Ice-T.
But then they called me the boss. I'm Chris. We back again with our brother, our man.
Well, he's the real boss because he's the one that started all this mess anyway. So
let's look. Like I was saying earlier before we went to break. He had been doing the circuit, like people call it chicken circuit back in the days.
Yeah.
But Red has been doing the circuit in clubs. So he had certain clubs that was featured for him. So we're going to talk about the clubs that you have done.
Well, first and foremost, let me talk about when I started playing downtown in the Roxy, right along with Africa Bambaataa, my cousin Jazzy J, Africa Islam, Grand Mixer DST, rest in peace Wiz Kid, all of us are under affiliation of my Universal Zoo Nation. When I started becoming involved with radio and started getting more of a good look on my behalf, that's when other clubs started going after me, like the Roxy continued with me, going after the Fun House. The list is long on different clubs. But when I finally got my own feature club, was a place called Union Square. Union Square, Latin Quarters, the place called The World I did a couple times.
Which night?
Huh?
Make sure you was on the right night. Don't say the wrong night.
The World, I forgot the nights, but it was the right night. It was most definitely the right night. What else I was doing? I was doing a thing along with my boys by the name of Randy, Truesdale, and Chris, and we was doing the Die Hard and Red Rum parties. I was featuring all different things, and then later on down the road, I was doing a spot called Downtime. So we was always, but let me tell you about Union Square. So here it is, my first time getting involved, having my own club. And there's a couple guys that was coming down, and as they came down, they was trying to get in, and they was talking to the guy who was managing the club at the time. Big up to my man Myron.
What's up, Myron?
Here it is, man. We down here for Red, but who y'all? We down here for Red, And then they had to come and bring me to the door. So I was like, yo, what's up? Yo, man, Bam's brought us, told us to come down, huh? Bam sent us down here to be with you. I said, okay. That was this guy by the name of Sneaky D.
Huh? Wasn't me.
This guy by the name of Baby Chris, rest in peace. By the name of Romeo. And what was the other two?
Tone
and
Puerto Rican Rich.
Puerto Rican Rich.
Yep.
So I'll take a look at them. I'm familiar with their faces. I'm like, okay, let's go in. So now as they started hanging out, a couple months later, here come a next set of people coming.
Who's that? I don't know. What are you talking about?
Hey, yo, man. Bam sent us down here. I know he sent one batch. He sent another batch. That's this guy, Chris Ali, and the guy by the name of Big Rod. And a couple other guys that come from their building, which is we call that the 5-5 building.
Yeah, shout out to 5-5.
Yeah, 5-5 is the building number of where they lived at in Bronx River Projects. The last member came. This guy was slim, dark skinned with this jerry curl, looking real crazy. Yo, who's that? Find out that was Big Rod's cousin. We had to give him a name. Of course, of the feature with the jerry curls, we call him Black Jesus. Now here it is later on that it was Puerto Rican Rich, Tone. They pulled off.
Right.
Romeo did some foul stuff at one night at Latin Quarters where he had to get Frank Nitty up.
Yeah, he got Frank Nitty.
I wonder about who, but I ain't the one to gossip.
I don't know.
So who left was 5 guys. And that is who I'm talking about, the Violators. Once again, Chris Ali, Big Rod, Sneaky D, Baby Chris, Black Jesus.
Yes, sir.
And they was with me all the different spots, wherever I was going. They traveled with me everywhere, such and such, and never brought trouble to them. Never brought trouble, never. But if trouble came their way, I can't talk to them.
It's okay. It's okay.
You okay?
I can't talk to them.
It's okay.
You all right?
I can't talk to everybody.
You sure?
Because they gave me shut up money.
On that note, we'll be right back before we end the day. So Red give a shout out so you can talk to people. Shh, don't tell them right. So you talk to people and give them how to get contact with them.
Ching, ching.
We'll be right back.
I spend it well.
bust out by the Boogie Down Production crew. Yeah, we the Boogie Down Production crew. I'm DJ Scholar Rock. And the Blast Master KRS-One. And on Saturday nights, we listen to a homeboy, DJ Butler, Rock New York City Live. Hey, let me say that. Kool DJ Red Alert. 10. You know what up? In 87. What's up, man? Yo, Chris. Yo, TR-808 is coming, man. What? Yeah. Well, bust this. I say the TR-808 is coming. Bright 10 early in the morning. I say the TR-808 is coming. But you see, that's his daily living.
DJ Red Alert goes berserk.
Drasky.
Oh, I'm D-Nice, the 808. It's no mistake.
Oh, man. We back, right?
We back. Yeah.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
Woosah.
Sábado Feliz, y'all. Violators Unlimited radio show.
We back with you.
We back once again with this bum, the legendary Kool DJ Red Alert. 35-year anniversary, October 1983. If you're watching the show, that means you heard that. So, how you doing?
Everything fine, man. I mean, I'm blessed. Like I say, 35 years. Let me put it to you this way. I had no idea that what I was doing during that time, it was going to travel all around the world.
Right.
Reason I say that because we now in the viral world, online social media world, but in the past, you know what that world was? All on the cassette tape.
Yeah.
Them cassette tapes, people take you off the radio. They go, people would travel with them, either go on the way to school and the service, their family members, they have been overseas. And, you know, before you know it, everybody get to know who you are and what you're about. Another thing I took advantage of, being involved with a lot of videos. And the reason why I did that, because there was a lot of imposters at the pass. So, you know, in order for people to know who you look like, and your artist asked me to be in the video, I jumped in it, took advantage of that. You know, so I mean, respect to everybody that gravitates to me over the past 35 years. I appreciate it.
Well, it was probably times that people still come up to us and ask us where we come up with the name Violators, and we always run it back to you.
Right.
And the reason that you could tell them now how we got the name Violators.
Well, let me tell y'all something about these guys.
Here we go.
This was first set before Ali and Rod came in.
Thank you. You heard that, right?
No. These guys, every time they came in the club, because I'm looking for is like, okay, I can bring y'all in, but no trouble, even though that's opposite.
We didn't start any trouble.
Until further notice. Here it is. It was a rival of people from Brooklyn. Big up to Brooklyn. I know y'all supported me. And, you know, at the time, they used to always, man, forget Brooklyn, man. So, man, any guy that came in there with a girl, the girl looked good, they called themselves trying to get at the girl and like shoving the person to the side, or you know, being up in the girl face, putting their arms around, and they're like, "Yo, man, can't be doing that, man. Y'all violating." That's where the name in terms Violators came from, because they was violating the guys for the girls. And here it is, Baby Chris is known for this. Man, shut up. You know, he was very arrogant. Very arrogant. You know, and that's where that term came from, Violators, and that name carry on to this day, which is now what, 32, 33? 32 years, yeah, you know. So 32. Not only that, it's 35 years for me, but out of the 35, 32 is these guys right here that through thick and thin, no matter wherever we go, whatever we do, you acknowledge one, you gotta acknowledge the rest of them, because we all as a collective, and that's what it is to this day.
Yeah, we all family. We always gonna be family, no matter what.
I mean, it came to a point that there was times that I didn't even have to be at home, and they looking out for moms, looking out for my nephew Mike. You know, we look out for each other. You know, there's a difference. You know, when you talk about family, you know, you have relatives and you have friends. Relatives, yes, that's your bloodline, but sometimes some relatives you may not see eye to eye. Friends, you built a bond. As you built a bond, become the term family. This is my family right here.
That's
I'm about
it.
to cry.
You
Can I get a tissue, Tito?
I got mine. You want half of mine?
Hey, I'm just saying, man. I'm just telling the truth. That's what it is, man.
No,
That's
for
it.
real, honestly, you right. 32 years we've been together, and it's been such a ride, and it's been a legendary ride because once, like I said at the beginning, this guy is one of the most humble brothers out here, and he's a legend. He's an icon. And if he wanted to, he could have been as arrogant as he wanted to be because he made a lot of jobs for a lot of people. But he's not like that. He walked the streets himself. He'll take the train in a minute. That man, he would jump on that train.
Why is Red on the train?
Yeah.
Because he gets down quicker.
That's how he do it. It's faster.
I keep a Metro car.
So, this brother here is one of the best brothers, and I really appreciate our friendship and our brotherhood.
Respect, man. Respect to y'all.
Yo, ditto.
Huh?
He said
ditto. Well, listen, there's more to come with Red Alert and us. We're going to get that book coming up, the cartoons and everything else. So look out for Red, what he's doing. Look out for the Violators, what we doing. Yeah. And how are you getting the show? What you saying?
Wait, before we end.
You got some shout
how
out to get in contact with you?
Yeah. Tell everybody how they get in contact.
How in contact with
Except
me?
for that bat screen with the apple when they put up the light.
Yeah. With that red.
Go on to my page, thecoolestlegend.com. Cool with a K. Okay, keep that in mind. That have my bio, information of bookings, my social media, and stuff of the past, a link to a thing called Mixcloud where I have a lot of my mixes on there people want to get. And there's more in store that I'm planning to do because I feel I got more to offer. I'm not finished yet. One thing I always learn about in any field you do, there's no limitation. It's how far you want to take it, and that's the way I'm doing it.
Right. Any shout outs?
Shout out to number one, to y'all. To the ones that have been supporting me. You heard me one time, you heard me all the time. I thank y'all. Respect on that. Shout out to, of course, the Violators. That been my backbone, my brothers, all along, all right? Forget all of that. Shout out to a lot of our associates. There's so many of us. So many associates that we have been affiliated with all during a period of time. Shout out to my lovely wife that been with me through thick and thin.
Sandra.
All right? To my children. Respect to y'all, love y'all.
My daddy gets busy.
DJ Red Alert.
And see, they teasing him now, but and he see him, it's different. Cause he's like 6'5".
6'5". With a belly.
But but respect to everybody that's spending time checking this out right now.
Yes, we really appreciate everything that's been going on. Once again, this was one of the best interviews that we had with the coolest legend, 35 years on the radio. So as always, we end the show with this one thing: love more, hate less. If nobody did get a chance to tell you today, we're gonna tell you on the count of 3 that we love you. 1, 2, 3. We love you.
Hey, this is Ron, and you are watching Making and Breaking, and this dude is doing his thing again. Red Alert is blowing it up. He got the party rocking. Red, are you having a good time tonight? I can't say it. I can't. What's in that bottle? What's in that bottle?
Red Alert, this a OG to the game, y'all better ask somebody.
Red Alert empowered listeners.
That's my fucking man right there, kid. That's my heart. Like, you know what I'm saying? I owe a lot to Red, man. And Jungle Brothers and shit. Cause like those niggas that put me on, man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even be standing right here talking to you. We wouldn't even have that name beating us if it wasn't for Red Alert.
I mean, he was the first person to ever play my record. You know what I'm saying? On the radio.
Red is like
the fucking. It's like my grandfather.
Rock Master.
Incredible.
But Red is a veteran. Most classic. He's a legend in hip hop.
Hip hop ain't nothing without Red Alert. Don't you ever forget it. Yeah.
Watch my hand.
All the knowledge from my toes to the top of my dome. I'm kind of young.
The whole like magic blade, no manipulates the crowd to prevent all static from those who get loud. Just stop, look, and listen to me as the tom rocks the house till 3. Taking steps when the rhymes combine as one. That the mission's complete and the deed is done. And we control both body and soul as the turntable swirls to hot the whole like magic blade, no manipulates the crowd to prevent all static from those who get loud. Just stop, look, and listen to me as the tom rocks the house till 3.
on the point of raising hell.